Hey all, and we are back live. I'm just checking all the bars and the meters, make sure the audio is coming through fine. It looks like it's coming through fine. So we're back. It's another Nattering and Battering. We've been pretty darn consistent with this stream, which I'm pretty proud of because I'm a very inconsistent person. This is our manyth stream in a row on a Friday, so that's always good to see. And Grumpy Guard, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. If there's no takers, I can hop in to shake off a bit of rust. My God. I mean, I'm always down to play a game with Grumpy Guard, not going to lie. Some of the best games on TTS are had with Grumpy Guard, so I'm always down for that. But yeah, we're back. It's been a good week. I have made exactly no progress on building or painting my Sylvaneth list for Warcries in Bristol. It's hilarious. I've had all the models for like what? I want to say 3 weeks now, and the event is in less than a month, and I have made exactly zero progress. That's not true. I have moved them. I've unpacked them from the packaging they arrived in, from eBay and whatnot, because it was all single models. And I've moved them from that packaging to my desk, and all that's caused is my wife to be annoyed. Because there's just a pile of shame, a pile of Sylvaneth on top of a pile of Malifaux on top of a laptop that I don't use. Like, it's glorious. It's truly glorious. So in typical Toast fashion, what will happen is I'll get this done like a week before the event in a desperate, mad scrap to get something shambled together, and that's likely going to be the end result of the Sylvaneth. Months of preparation, wait until the last second. It's how you do it. It's how you achieve perfection every time. Do not annoy Mrs. Toast, man. I mean, it's she puts up with a lot. She puts up with a lot. You kind of have to when you're married to actual Toast. Mrs. Toast puts up with an awful lot. But it's a good time. Some news as well before we I boot up some TTS here. Myself and the Wild Dice crew are currently making plans to sync up our watches, sync up our schedules, and record what I think is rapidly approaching our 10th episode. So that's kind of exciting. So look forward to some Wild Dice in the next couple of weeks, ideally, assuming everything goes to plan and that all comes together. And if you've been enjoying some of the Malifaux content that I produced, next week there's a Malifaux video. It's pretty good. This week, if you didn't catch it, I did a video on Track Cohort. And that was a pretty fun video to make. I don't know if it's got any... I don't know if it's particularly sought after video on Track Cohort. But if you missed it, it's there. It was a lot of fun to make, and I think it's got some decent tips and tricks on how to play the Track Cohort, and it's primarily focused on predatory outriders, so that's a bit of fun. But let's boot up some TTS. Grumpy Guard jumped in almost immediately with the offer to play, and not going to lie, I just can't turn that down. It's not possible. So Steam's loading up, and I need to punch in the list. So as per usual, I am playing a bit of Sylvaneth, trying to get some more reps under my wings. I've only had the games I've had on stream with Sylvaneth. I don't think I've actually played them off stream yet. So the amount of practice that I've actually had with them is quite limited. So the more I can get in, the better. And that's just another example of me just not preparing for this event at all. I rarely prepare for anything, apparently. Because you just gotta wing it sometimes. Just gotta wing it. In fact, I did that with Cruel Boys at Warhammer World when I came second. I went 4-0, became second because Andy beat my scores, my secondaries. and came 4-0 with no practice, just brought a random Cruel Boys list. It was a good time. Joe, how's it going, man? Would love a game versus some same. Always a fan of playing with Joe and Grumpy Guard. So I'll be up to TTS now. If you're around, Joe, once game 1 is over, then I'm happy to jump into a game 2. Let's get TTS up and make sure all of the stream controls are correct to make sure that's actually recording on my screen. It actually is. Beautiful. And get this skedaddled up again. Right. Oh, and I also need to put, jump into actual recorders chat on Discord, so I can get some people joined in for voice chat. Beautiful. So we've got all that set up now. Let's make a lobby. Bish bash bosh. Here we go. We'll see what the boy says if he decides to sleep as a thing. Yeah, I get that. I was a little bit concerned that my daughter was she was a bit noisy. Going when she was being put down. She took about half an hour to actually fall asleep, but that was just the right amount of time to still allow me to stream and not be massively stressed. So I've got one ear open to the door, make sure she's not going to wake up and be a wee terror. But let us import the list. Grumpy Guard, if you're around still.
Hello, good evening.
Hey, he's joined the chat. He beat us to it. How's it going? How's it going, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm quite rusty, so I hope I will not be too boring of an opponent for you today.
It's simply not possible. Our games are always magnificent.
I cannot see your lobby, though.
Oh, did I make a single-player lobby?
Yes.
Maybe. I think it's called Toast Malifaux. That's why. I'll make a new lobby that's more appropriately named.
Sure.
So Warcry TTS, password 123. That should be up now. I love him, but sometimes I could give him a swirly. Isn't that the truth with kids? Never trust the parents who see otherwise. They're liars. Liars and crooks, a lot of them. Right. So I've got the list open. Grumpy, what are you running today?
I do believe that you'll guess quite quickly.
I'm very excited.
Are you, though?
Oh, it's Vulcan Flameseekers! Let's go. With
Yes.
Kixie Taka, let's go. Okay. So this is interesting. So I've played a couple of games with my Sylvaneth, and it's been against goblins, who they bullied. It was against Iron Jaws, who, with positioning, they were able to bully in combat because big Huntmaster goes bear, right? Kills everything. The Vulcan Flameseekers are interesting because they're the first properly killy warband that I've been up against that could very quickly delete my big killy stuff if I'm not careful. So that's really exciting. This is the kind of practice that you would need, because Flameseekers are very popular in the UK, from what I've gathered. Maybe that's just me noticing it more because I play them, but I've seen a fair few just to crop up, like 1 or 2 every tournament, which is always exciting. Let's plonk these boys down. So my list is just a Kernoth Huntmaster with Scythe and Strength, a Kernoth Hunter with Great Sword, Skaith the Huntsman, Ilthari Anslane, the Revenant Archer, 2 Spite Revenants, and a Tree Revenant. So fairly straightforward. Nothing too spicy.
Well, in my case, aside from Kixitaka, it looks like it's just a standard Flameseeker warband. I don't have any fancy tricks this time.
Kixitaka is a fancy boy to begin with. Like Kixitaka just being a solid order ally is just, you can't really go wrong. The movement's nice.
To miss him if I won't bring him because of his aura that suddenly makes all of those guys go for 4 inches instead of 3. That's also gives the toughness to 5 to most of my guys, and to 6 to leaders and thanes.
Yeah, oh, you got 2 Thanes and a Kindled Wrath. Love to see that.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of Kindled Wraths. And their points reduction has really helped them. I've seen more and more Kindled Wraths now, and it's just a good time.
To be honest, I haven't got any game where Kindled Wrath did anything because it was focused immediately.
I don't know why. It is the squishiest thing there, so I guess it's the easiest thing to kill, right? But
yeah.
Still, like, I've always had staggering amounts of success with the Kindled Wrath, and maybe that's just me just being lucky. Therefore, making a bit of a bias towards it. I'm a huge fan of the Kindled Wrath, and always have been. But I'm just going to roll on the missions in the actual random mission section and just see what crack we'll get.
You can pick the mission that you want to practice. I don't really mind.
So the missions for the event are too complicated for TTS. There's too much text, so it's not TTS practicable, sadly. So it's a little bit awkward that way. So I'll just roll, and we'll see what we'll get. 1. What are you? The Test of Courage. Okay, so the battle group becomes broken as soon as half or more fighters in the battle group are taken down. The shields have to be really close together. And the player with the fewest broken battle groups wins the battle.
That's not gonna bode too well for me.
So it's a kill mission, basically.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. Oh, I'll actually get some terrain. There's no terrain yet. Let's do some... Let's see what we'll get. Honestly, this takes longer and longer a shuffle. I think like Ziggy just secretly adds in more and more terrain variations just when no one's looking.
That's cool.
Gear stuff. Can't beat gear stuff. Excellent. So let's roll to see who is red or blue.
Sure.
I got a 1. I don't think I'm picking. Oh, we're both failing. I got a 4. That's 4 times better than before. Ah, okay. You get a pick, red or blue, good sir.
Me?
Yep, you get a pick, red or blue.
Yeah. I just somehow was removed from Discord for a second.
Oh, weird.
I think I will take blue.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah, this side looks a little bit more tempting, to be honest.
Okay. And then let's roll for attacker and defender. I get a big old whopping 1.
Okay, so you can deploy first.
Okay, so my dagger first. So I'm facing your hammer. Your hammer is like not the scariest. Not going to lie, it's not massively scary. Although those triples do hurt. I will put in a example dwarf here. So I think you threat range, right? So. Oh, I can even fit through there. How handy. Okay. And then we'll have a little, just in case we have a Kixie attacker. Don't really want to get shot twice, so I'll like do something like that. Good to go. That is my dagger.
Okay, so I will put my dagger in place. What do we have in the shield? Those guys. Okay.
It's a bit of a scary one. This one.
It's a 5. Let's look how it will look. That's a bit scary, to be honest.
A little bit.
It is a little bit scary. And also you can teleport those guys, which is not exactly the best thing.
Don't think about the I would never teleport.
Oh yeah, sure.
What's a free teleport between friends? You know what I mean?
All right, I get it. Sneaky toast. Okay, I'm ready.
Cool. Let's put Anslane up in this tree, like so. We've got a Spike Revenant over here. I don't really want to get hit by throwing axes. Not without you moving first, right? So like, let's get you moving to get that out of the way. But having big scary tree over here, something like that, just so I can maybe just beeline for you with the scary tree.
Okay, that's your hammer, right?
That is my hammer.
All right, so let's see what we can do here. This guy has what, 2? Yeah, so he has six in total. 6 in total. This guy has what? He has 5 without rush.
Yeah.
Wait, which group was supposed to stick together? Shield?
The shield, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this guy has what, 12, right?
Range 15.
15, okay, so I can't really do anything about his range, yeah. Let's give this guy a 6.
We've both deployed aggressively cagey, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, let's go.
Beautiful.
Okay, I should be fine with it.
Wonderful. Let's roll for real initiative.
Yeah, let's go.
Have a good time. Good luck, sir.
Yeah, good luck to you too.
I get an error in script. So as a reroll. I get a double and 4 singles.
I mean, you've rolled. It wasn't an error. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So on my screen it popped up 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, but also it said error in script for blue player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was not a natural roll of that. It usually happens if both players hit at the same time. One of you will get an error in script, and it'll pop on your screen saying that.
Oh, good to know. Didn't know that.
It's one of the little quirks of TTS. So I've got 4 singles. So I have initiative. You have a potential quad, and that's fucking terrifying.
Oh, don't worry.
So I think I will make a triple.
The quad and also a triple is quite tempting, to be honest. Maybe a double would work. I do not believe going straight in would be a correct call. I think I'm gonna bank mine.
Run bank?
Yes.
Wonderful. So I have initiative.
Yep, go for it.
I actually pulled the wrong dice there. Cause I said what? I pulled a single to make a triple, not a wild dice.
Yeah, don't worry.
Alex, good old tree boys. They're the best boys. It's tree boys versus fire dwarfs. It's like a match made in heaven. So I've got initiative. I have initiative. I think I will let you take the first activation.
Are you sure you don't want to go first?
I am pretty positive. I'm terrified at the what you can do to us, but I'll let you go first.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait on my Dwarf Master then.
That's fair. I am going to wait on my Spite Revenant. Sorry, no,
Right.
wrong one. The Tree Revenant. The wrong guy.
It looks like it will be awaiting Festa, so I'm gonna wait with Kixitaka.
Okay, I will wait with my Spite Revenant.
Oh, you.
Does the Soul-Blight Gravelord's Seneschal still see play? From what I understand, most people just take lightning zombies and just like roll up with that, and like flip on like good value cheaper chaff. However, the Seneschal is very good. I could see a whole list made from primarily Seneschals doing really well because their stats for points are incredibly high.
Okay, I will throw my axe at your big.
Okay. A hit on fours, yeah. Shabloosh. I take a damage. I am wounded.
What is wrong with this Discord? I keep getting kicked out of it and going immediately back.
I have no idea. You don't leave on my screen. Like you're still there on my side, but I don't know what's going on your end though.
Now it's your turn. I was throwing axe at this guy.
Of course you waited. Yes, of course. Okay, I guess I'll.
No. I threw my axe at him, at this guy with Dwarf Master.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought I was waiting for the second axe throw, but he'd already waited prior, so he didn't have a second axe to throw. Okay, I'll go with Anslane, the Revenant Archer. And she is going to take a shot into... I'm not really sure, actually. It's one of these two skill breakers, I think. Or Kixitaka. I think I'm going to shoot into this skill breaker.
Oh, I can't really react because that's a range attack.
So I'm hitting you on 5s, because only strength 3.
Yes.
That's 1 damage.
Hey.
I'll fire again. Hey, ho ho!
Oh, that's nice.
That's 8 damage. Like, Chad can confirm that Anslane rolling double 6s is shockingly common. And I don't know why. Absolute Chad. For 65 points, a 1-4 Archer is just a solid pick. Honestly, a big fan of Anslane.
Oh, that's 8.1.
Yeah, I measured that to make sure you were in range.
No.
Very sneaky.
Okay, that can work. Can you get to me? You can. That's not great. Okay, so I'll move here.
Ooh, okay.
And Yeah, I'll throw my axe at this guy again.
Throw away.
That's 1 damage.
Bonk. We are getting chipped down by the
Well,
fiery.
that's still what,
fiery
26?
hot-
Yeah.
Yeah, 26. Their toughness leaves a lot to be desired, but their wound count is very nice. How does my trait work again? Like, what's the actual teleport distance for it? 5 inches away. Okay. So Anslane's done. These two are both done. I'm going to go with my Spite Revenant. And he is going to move at 2.7. Then, you know what? I don't think actually you can't quite get much further. Let's go there. Just sort of squeeze his way into a more relevant position.
Alright. Who is still active on your side? I can't see the...
Oh, sorry. I've got
tokens on your
half an
side.
action on the Tree Revenant. I've got a full Kernoth Hunt Master and a full Kernoth Hunter.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna wait on this Scale Breaker.
Okay. I am going to teleport with the Tree Revenant using my triple.
Okay.
So, basically, I just don't want this guy messing around with your reinforcements coming in. He's just chaff, so he's just going to teleport over here. Just out of the way. And then, honestly, probably just wait. You've got a 6-inch threat range. So, he's kind of just safe, just chilling here. Yeah, nothing done.
Hey. Can't really capitalize on it in any way. Oh. Okay, let's throw at this guy then.
Okay.
What's his toughness? 4?
3.
3. That's 1 damage.
Consistent. So you have your Thane, which is a scary guy. He's the guy who I don't want to mess with, honestly. He's got a 7-inch threat on his ability. Of course, Kixie Taka could use his ability instead, but let's not throw out the potential of Berserk Rampage. The Kernoth Hunter's going to go. He's just going to barrel his way this way. 4-ish. Sort like this. Tag them both. Sorted. Over to you.
Alright, so... Can I get that? It would be 5 and 1. No. Come back then.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to eat a
going
Berserk Rampage for free. That
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
it just hurts.
I know, but I can't really do that. What about this? No, it's not gonna work either. How do I do that? Okay, so let's do it the other way. I'm gonna use my triple.
Okay.
I'm gonna move Kixie Taka to 4 and one more,
Mm-hmm.
and that will be it.
Okay. So, 5-inch step range. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with. I'm going to teleport with the Kernoth Huntmaster because getting my whole warband in this one corner just seems like a really good idea. Now the question is, I could go like to teleport like to here-ish and then walk in and swing a Kisitaka, or I could teleport in somewhere down here and walk in and take a swing at this guy.
Yep.
The issue is, I'm not entirely sure the terrain would actually let me do it from this angle. But I will get a clone. We'll see if we can do this or not. So I've got to be... Aha! This person stopped me coming down from here. Okay. So... I think this guy's actually safe, because I can't teleport in due to the bubbles. I could come in over here.
Just so you know, I didn't plan that. That was pure luck.
Yeah, I can't get over here with the move. I could go here. Getting him killed early is just feels like a good time. But sadly, due to all of the bubbles and my base size, I just can't. Which means Kisitaka is the target now. So we teleport in here, 5.1 away, please. There we go. Take the 2, drop all these other bubbles so the battlefield's a bit cleaner to read. His threat range is 6, so I don't.
No, not anymore. I've used my triple, so he's on 4.
His threat range is 5. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, I can just walk up and just take a swing at Kisitaka with this guy from here, and that is exactly what he'll do. So he'll teleport here, move 4, like so, and then take a swing into Kisitaka.
Sure.
So that's 4 attacks hitting you on 3s because I am strength 6. Muddibish. Bit of a whiffer, but that's 6 damage.
Oh, that's still quite a lot.
Big ol' meaty crit. And that is the Kernoth Huntmaster done.
Can't really do anything smarter. So I'm just gonna try to tie this guy up and hopefully get a nice triple.
Yeah. Beautiful. So that's the end of turn 1.
Yep.
No points. I don't think we actually score points in this one. I think it's purely you win or you lose. There is no actual points.
Yeah, probably at the end of the game.
Yeah. So I'll clear the tokens and then we'll get on to round 2.
Yep,
Our reinforcements.
It's unfortunate.
Okay, I've got a triple and 1 single. So a triple and 3 singles.
I have 4 singles and a double.
You have initiative, good sir.
Okay, I do not get anything from a triple this time. I will make a second double. You know what? No, I will make a triple.
Okay.
Okay, that's me done.
I will make a quad. Quad 3.
Alright, so that's my initiative, right?
We're tied, so it's a roll off.
No, it's a roll off. Yeah, sorry. Mistake.
I get a 2, so not the best showing. You
So
have
far.
initiative, good sir.
Oh wait, I didn't. Oh yeah, because now we're just deploying, right? Yeah.
And our shields have to be deployed within 2 inches of another shield member, so it can't be too spread out.
Yep. Okay, my shield done.
Skaith. Althari, Skaith. And our Spite Revenant. All ready to go. We can maybe deploy a little bit of this. So that'll give us a bit of leeway to hop the terrain and maybe go do some smashing. Because the Spite Revenants are actually better in combat. So that is me all deployed. You have first activation. Or you get a pick first
Yes.
activation. You could give it to me. It's always an option. That's a really juicy. That's a really good Kixie Tacker. Triple going off. Hits everybody. Just about.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can now. Yep.
That was strange. Do I shoot at you at 5s right now?
Yes, because I'm elevated, so I'm in cover.
Yeah. Okay. Not 5. That's 2 on the 5s.
I won't take cover. I'll tank it. I should have took cover. Hot damn.
That's 6.
Down to 4.
And let's see if you fall down.
Yes.
The thing is, I do not see your HP, which is quite annoying.
That's unusual. I'm fine.
Okay. So
I have 4
I'm gonna
left.
do it... Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
I'll just tank it.
Oh.
We'll see what happens.
Hopefully you'll...
I am okay.
Okay, that's a miss, but you roll for falling.
I do. Whoop. And we're good again.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm going to go with my Kernoth Huntmaster.
Sure.
Oh, your guys are toughness. He's toughness 6 now. What a bulky boy
Yes.
he is. It's kind of crazy. Do I try and kill Kixie Tacker? We can't attack Kixie Tacker just yet. We could disengage and do it maybe. Kixie Tacker's in a weird place now. Let's shoot him. Hmm. So Kixie Tacker's also buffed as well, so he's toughness 4 currently, which does matter. Annoyingly, it does matter. Ordering. I would love to kill this guy before he gets to attack. Honestly, it would just be handy, really, just to scythe him to death. I'll give it a go. I'll go with the Huntmaster, and we'll give a big old cleave into. Although, actually, no. Because you've got to move. Like, I'm just going to disengage. Back it. Do you want to react?
No, not really.
Okay. So I'm going to disengage my 3 to like here. You get less attacks off. It's all a good time. Something like that. can't really avoid him. That's fine. And I'll take a swing at Kixitaka with my range 2 Scythe of Death.
Sure, I can't really do anything about it.
Yep, so I'm strength 6, still hitting you on 3s. Hey, that's 12
nice
damage. So that is Kixitaka.
Oh, and my
Cleaved.
aura is no more.
Yes, you've been cleaved in twain by the Kernoth Huntmaster.
Alright, so... well, that's annoying. Okay, let's try to get rid of this Spite Revenant then.
Fair. He'll pop Vengeful Spites, so it's just counter, but in reverse. So every hit. you
Yeah,
take
on
damage.
hits, right?
Yeah.
That's 5 attacks on freeze, right?
Yeah. I am definitely dead, but
Yeah.
you take 6 damage.
That's a lot.
Okay. Anslane will go. Which is very vulnerable to being just hit with an axe and killed. But like, if you throw an axe, I guess it's not really moving too far, so it's not a huge deal, I guess. Anslane's going to take a cheeky shot and hit into the Drothbrid Thane. Hit you on 5s. Everyone's on 5s. I'll just fast roll it because I can't kill you in one shot anyway. So it's 4 shots. The dump. For 4 damage.
Okay.
That is Anslane done.
How much health does this Kurnov with sword have?
He's on 26.
No, that's not great. It's really not great. Okay, let's maybe try to poke him a little bit.
Poke away.
And I'm going to use my double on him.
Ooh, here we go. Ignite weapon time.
I'm hitting on a force, right?
Yes. Because I am
Yeah, okay.
a squishy tree. We have soft bark. Oof, oof.
That's 9.
9. So I am down to 17.
I would really like to run away from him, but I do not know if it will help me much, to be honest. He still have his whole movement, right? Do we count for similar roll? No, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
I don't want to let him die as easily. Not yet, at least. Not yet. Can I hide somewhere nice? God damn it, this range on this guy.
It's big base plus range 2. It's a nasty combination.
But you know what? If I move him, you can still shoot me with Ultari.
Skaith's also got a javelin as well. Range 8 spear throw.
You know what? Let's go full berserk. I'm gonna kill him this roll. All 6s. No. Okay, that's 4 damage.
Down to 13, so he's hurt. The hunter will go. He's going to swing into the Drothmaster and just try and slap him a bit. So it's 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
I'm gonna react the first one.
With Runic Flare.
Yes.
Okay. This is going into the Drothmaster, so... yep, that's only 4 damage as opposed to 7. I'll swing again. Do you want to react?
I'm gonna react again.
Yeah, makes sense. That is 4 damage again as opposed to 7. Solid.
Okay.
That is the hunter done. Throw an axe. Let's go.
I'm gonna be throwing on force this time because I have 4 strength and you
Yes.
have additional toughness.
That's right.
That's 2 damage.
I am down to 2, so almost dead. Do I fall?
I hope so.
No.
God damn it.
We are one with the tree. We can't fall from a tree. We are a tree. We are part of the tree.
Just fall down, you damn. Knife, ear, bark, leg, or I don't know. Just fall down.
Okay, so the Spite Revenant is going to go and just go like 1.7. Hang on. I believe we can do that. Get over there because it's low terrain over here. So if we just go off 4. Like so. Shut up. And then swing in. We have 4 attacks hitting on 4s. 1-3 damage. It's not hugely impactful, but I believe we're strength 4. We are strength 4. For a 3 damage from the Spite Revenant.
Alright.
Over to you.
What do we do? Okay, let's shoot at this freaking archer. Just die already.
The archer will never die.
It pisses me off. Just fall down.
It's 2 damage, right?
That's 2 damage.
Yeah, it dies. Also,
Alright,
that's a broken battle group. So you get a point basically. So you've broken.
Okay, and I will move my Kindle Drop a little bit. I know what. Let's move a little bit to this side, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Right. So you're out of abilities, and your last 2 guys are over here who are kind of done. So I'm just going to like kind of wait you out a little bit. The Tree Revenant is going to go and just go 6 and then 2. Over to you.
Alright. I'm just gonna rush straight here.
Yep. Skaith the Huntsman will go. And we'll move up. Kind of just like this. Just get into a nice little central position to basically throw this, because it's got no minimum range. Just like lob it into anything you want, basically.
Yeah.
However, I do want to throw it into the Drothbot thing.
Sure, makes sense.
Hitting you on 5s, it's not huge, but hitting a crit would be really nice here.
Yeah.
Oh, Snake Eyes.
That's Snake Eyes, yeah.
Over to you.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna rush the mid, and that's it from my side. Don't.
Let's go 4. I've actually blocked myself with Skaith a little bit here, which is a bit of a shame. We'll go to here and hit everybody. We'll then use the Reaping. So everybody, it's my quad. Everybody takes 3 damage. I need to roll for it though. So everybody within 6 inches, I roll a dice fall. On a 2+, they'll take dice value damage. So the Kindle Drop's not in range, but everyone else is. We'll start with the Drothmaster and just go like clockwise. So Drothmaster on a 2+ takes 3 damage. He takes 3 damage.
It's 3 damage.
The Scale Breaker with Bakaz takes 3 damage.
Ah, he's dead.
Hey, I believe that is not. That is half a group.
Yeah.
Because that was your 2-man group, right? So bunk. Then this Scale Breaker takes 3 damage. The Vulcan Runefather takes 3 damage.
Toast, can you stop?
The Healthy Thane takes 3 damage.
Toast.
And you better believe this
I'm
thing
gonna tell Ziggy on you. You will see. I'm gonna tell Ziggy on you.
also takes 3 damage. So
That's it.
And
I'm telling on you, Toast.
Yes, I was hoping Skaith got the hit and crit on here because you'd be down to 3 and then you'd have been killed by that as well. But alas. That is Ulthari done after reaping your whole warband for a bit of damage. And that's me all done. I'm out, guys.
Well, that's the next round then. Let's go.
It's on to round 3. Badish. A double, a single, and a triple.
That's a little bit unfortunate for me, to be honest. Okay, I will make a double. Don't have any funky business to make, I think.
Make quad.
Okay, so that's my initiative.
It is indeed.
Alright. Okay, I'll try to murderize your tree.
Whoa. Cruel. But understandable.
How much HP does this guy have?
13.
13.
13.
Okay. So let's start without double. That will be 3 on 4s, right?
Yep.
4 on 4.
I'll tank it.
Okay, all crits, please.
That's 2.
That's not great. I'm gonna use my double for the next one.
Yep, I'm down to 11. I take 4.
That's 4. I mean, that's it.
Right.
Draftmaster, I'm still thinking about keeping you in this warband. You don't pull your weight, mate.
If he's not whipping, he's not worth having. Basically, is my stance.
I think I'll just simply exclude him. I brought him mostly for the dog.
Yeah.
But the dog was so far away that it wasn't really. It wasn't really useful. I would probably get rid of him and the dog.
I think if you've got a Kixie Taka in the list, his position as a movement piece is being contested. So with it a Kixie Taka, I probably wouldn't bother taking a Drothmaster in that case. I would go with Ilthari. With Ilthari. Sure. She's going to shoot into the thing.
Another quad. Oh, okay.
Because you are outside my minimum range, so it's just hitting you on 5s. 2 shots. For nothing. We'll fire again though. We're dedicated.
Oh.
That is 3 damage.
Alright.
And then just popping the quad, baby. We're doing it again.
God damn it.
It's only 2 damage this time. It's like honestly, right? Whenever you get a quad 6, this is just disgusting. But we're going to spam the low reapings for a bit. So on the Drothmaster on a 2+. He takes 2 damage.
Alright.
On the Scalebreaker. He takes no damage. On the Rune Father, he takes 2 damage. On this Thane, he takes 2 damage. And on the 4-wound Thane, he takes no damage. So not quite as reliable.
I'm really happy that you got so low quads because I would be dead by now.
Yeah. I've had a game where I had Ilthari getting it was a quad 6 and a quad 5 on 1 turn. So it was just like quad 6 boom, wait, quad 5 boom. It was disgusting. Wiped the whole warband, more or less.
That's not good. I'm quite lost at this point. Okay, this guy is lost. I'm just gonna try and run away, probably.
That's fair.
Try to hide somewhere in here, and that's it.
Okay. Let's go Skaith the Huntsman. Try and hunt you down. You're actually in range, so I'm just going to throw a spear at you.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to change your move there? Because
I do not think that I would be able to get in any good enough place. Let's see.
Blau Kings, I still have flashbacks from the time you did 30-ish damage. Yeah, so against Blau Kings, Idril and Riverblades, I had his whole warband, more or less, got caught in I think it was a 6 damage reaping, and none of it missed. So it hit like 9 guys for like 6. It was insane. It was disgusting. I just blew up the whole warband.
This guy has 8. I mean, you still can move towards me, but I can't really do anything about it. So that would be this.
Yeah.
This stain.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'll go with the Hunter, and he'll just try and finish off this Drothmaster because he probably should. So 4 dice hitting on 3s. Actually, should I? 'Cause I mean, you've got doubles left. You could throw axes at us. I don't want to be axed. I'm currently out of range of being like just hit with a stick.
Can I ask the question?
Yeah. I'm not going to go the the Hunter, because he's kind of safe there for now. I'm going to wait on this Tree Revenant because he's not in any way relevant to this game. Being a 3-3-1-3 dispenser of points for you, basically.
Yeah, and I can't really get to him safely to finish him off, which is quite unfortunate, to be honest. Okay, wait. Hitaka was from one group, this guy was from the other, right?
Yes. So this Thane and this Skill Breaker was part of Kixita's groups. If one of those died, then I would score a point.
Yeah. This guy was with the Scale Breaker, so this group is already broken.
Yeah.
What are your groups present?
So it's Ilthari, Skaith, and the Spite Revenant is one. You've already broke the Hunter. And it's the Huntmaster and this Tree Revenant as another.
I would have to kill this guy, probably.
He's the easiest to kill. He's just really far away.
Yeah. I would have to move, which is not perfect, to be honest.
He's also engaged, so you have to be within 3 inches if you want to actually land an axe on him.
Yeah, that's true. How much HP does this Kronov have?
7.
7. Let's die with honor.
Yes.
I'm using my double.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna rush, and I'm gonna poke you once.
Yeah, hitting a crit and I die.
That's 3 on 4s.
No,
that's 3 on 4s. The other way around.
Yeah, I'll just tank it.
Die.
Oh, so close.
No, that's 5.
Down to 2. I don't think he's in range.
No.
Yeah, cause he's got to be within. Because if you this guy's got to engage anyone who gets in range of it, so he can't. He's just not in range for like physically close enough, and he's too far away. Okay. He's alive for now. He lives. The Tree Revenant.
4 HP, right?
He's on 2.
On 2.
He's down to 2. And that is the Tree Revenant done. See, now I just need another quad and just explode some next turn as well. A quad 1 though. It gets worse every time. It's a quad 1 next time.
That would not be too optimal. 6-5, that's 1-5, and that's kill drop done.
Okay. Still want to avoid freeing up these two in particular. I'll go Skaith the Huntsman.
Sure.
And Skaith is going to throw a spear into the Scale Breaker. So hit on 4s, 2 dice. That is 7.
It's 2 HP left.
I'll do it again. That is 4.
Okay, so that's second group broken, I think.
Yeah, because he was part of Kixie Taka's group.
Yeah.
That's Skaith done.
I don't really want to get inside the range of this Kurnov to let him hit me twice, to be honest.
Yes, it's a scary prospect.
Yeah, I do not believe that I have any choice, am I?
He is protecting the rest of the warband. He's positioned quite well.
And the thing is, as you've killed Kixitaka, I am doomed. I'm doomed. Okay, I'm gonna just go in and I'm gonna murder him.
Go for it. I believe in you.
I'm gonna hit you on freeze.
Ooh, strength 5. Spicy.
Yeah. If I see all 6s, Ziggy, Ziggy, please.
Ziggy winked. That's still a really good. That's 10 damage.
That's not terrible.
And down at 22, which is
it's still quite far
That's
from
tricky.
32.
A little bit. Hey, Drew, you got to sneak into the stream from work. You'd love to see it. They'll never know. Okay, yeah, I think I would like to try and dome the Runefather, but this guy's probably a bit more dangerous just because of his potential triple. So I'm just going to swing twice into the Thane.
Sure, go for it.
I'll burn an Onslaught as well. Why not? Do I need an Onslaught? I don't need one. I'm not going to burn the Onslaught. I'll see how the first swing goes, and then we'll go from there. So it's 4 dice hitting on 3s. Because I'm strength 6 with the scythe. That's 12.
By the way, that's quite a dichotomy. It's a tree, but it has a scythe.
Yeah. he's a bit evil. And that's crazy. That's 12. That's 18 damage on the second swing. He'll then use the double on draw from the Spirit Song to heal dice value. So he heals 3.
All right.
Keep him nice and healthy.
I'm just gonna suicide now. I don't really have any chance. It's 3 on freeze, I think.
Yep. That's 4.
That's 4 damage.
So I'm down to 21. I'll go with the Hunter to try and kill off the Drothmaster because he's a bit safe now, or comparatively safe. Hit on 3s. That is 14. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't even. I will not even try to count the wounds.
Just fuck it, we're going over here. We're gonna march to our doom. And then the Spite Revenant. He's a brave boy. He's on his way. We'll go into combat to support his big tree buddy. And that's him done. So,
Okay, last round.
end of turn 3. That was a brutal round.
Yeah.
On turn 3. Turn 4, sorry. Badoosh.
I need to think up a better warband because I'm getting a really nasty lose streak right now.
I think Vulcan Flameseekers, I think, are on a weird spot at the minute. I think that the meta's a bit too killy.
I don't care. I'm gonna play them, but I just need to adjust. I need to adjust and overcome.
That's fair.
Okay. We need a roll off.
Oh, we do. No quad this time for me, so there's no
That's,
no reaping. I get a 1 for the roll off.
I would say that's merciful, but I've lost more than half of my warband. Wait, do you had 1? I've got 3, right? No.
Yes, you've got the initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna use this initiative. No, not yet. We need to decide.
Oh yeah, spend dice.
I'm gonna go for a triple. I'm gonna try to avenge something, hopefully.
I'm going to take initiative. I do apologize.
Yep, no worries.
And I'm going to try and blow this guy up before he does anything too naughty. Ooh, it's kind of scary though, just because it'll be fine. I believe he'll survive.
You're hitting on the freeze anyway, so
that's true. Yeah, I'll swing at this guy. I'm not going to use onslaught or anything. I'm just going to see what the first swing's like and go from there. Do you wish to react?
No.
Only 6. Not a good start.
I need to murder.
So I need a pretty good roll to kill here. I need 12. Is 12 exactly.
No.
Then he will use a double 4 to heal 4. Just to keep that his wound pool. It's nice. He's on 25 at the minute. That's him done. That's another point as well, because that's 2 guys from that battle group killed. So I've broke all 3 of them.
I'm gonna try and kill these 3 finally.
That's fair.
He's
there on 2 wounds.
Yeah, it does have ignite weapon. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he's great. He's got so many attacks. I have to give him +1 crit, so his ignite weapon's a bit more impactful. But yeah, ignite is really good. I will use vengeful spite to do some damage to you before I die.
Oh, you. Wait. What's the wounds on? Oh yeah, I will not be able to kill him. Okay, so I'm just gonna attack the Crown of Greatsword without the double first.
Okay.
That's on force, right?
Yeah, you need 1 hit. That'll do it. You take 2 and I die.
Okay, finally. Okay, and now I'm gonna use my double to attack Iltari. It's not gonna change much. I'm going to attack you on freeze this time.
Ilthari is made of paper. Oh!
That's 9 and 2. That's 11.
Whew. Down to 9. Druce, what was the nattering that happened at the start of the stream? There was very little nattering at the start of the stream. Didn't go through any lists. I went over my pile of shame, but it was straight into a game this week. Right, so you have a Kindle Droth, and you have that guy left.
Yes.
Well, let's send in the Spite Revenant. I think. We'll send in Skaith. Skaith will go 5. Rotate for 1. Move another 1. That's 7. I've got 1 inch left. So we'll do a little whoop, like so. And then lob a javelin and hope for a 2 hit so crit. on 2 dice. Hit on 5s. Huzzah!
I'm keeping my breath.
Nope.
Yes, I'm alive. Okay, now for the first time this game, the triple incoming.
Here he comes. He's on his way.
What's his wounds? 22. That's
22.
Who do we murderize? This guy or this guy?
They're both in the same battle group. He's easier to kill. So, do you want glory and killing Skaith, or do you want the easier kill?
They have one more guy, right? Right in their group, right?
Ilthari,
so I can't break. Yeah, so I can't really
No.
break this group.
No.
You know what? If we see 6 sixes today. No, 6 5s.
6 5s. I'll concede if you get 6 5s.
I want to see 6 5s.
So do I. Let's go for it.
The best roll that I had was on 666. I've got 5 of 6s.
That's pretty spicy. Good old 31 damage.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
I believe in you.
Keep my breath.
Only 6.
No,
Ah,
that's nothing.
devastating.
That's nothing. Not a 1-5.
Feels gross when it fails. The Spike Revenant will just move in and try and he'll put you out of your misery, hopefully, because that was a shameful display.
Yeah, I have a terrible luck with those. But if they land, that's the
9
feeling.
damage.
No,
9 damage.
What are you doing?
And
No.
then it's just Ilthari. I had 2 crits basically on 6 dice to kill him. So
Yeah, you can still use your double for an onslaught.
I've got double. I don't know. I'll onslaught. Let's go. 8 dice. I had 2 crits on 8 dice to kill you. Or just 8 hits will do it too, I guess. Yeah.
That's a 1 crit.
Oh, it's 6. Got 2. Almost got you.
I'm on 2 HP.
And this guy's too far away to do anything because he was running away the whole game. He'll continue to run away. He's been a coward the whole time. That's me done.
It's either dog dies first or it's alive for the whole game.
Yeah. It's the last surviving remnant of the dwarfs.
Yeah.
That was a really good game. That was really entertaining.
That was fun.
Alex, stupid work. What did I miss? You missed a Kindle Droth surviving a kill mission when every other dwarf died. That was a really good game. I think on turn 1, having this guy use a triple and this guy to use his battle trait to teleport everybody into this quarter to basically castle up and bully and then explode with Ilthari repeatedly. It was because your guys are quite slow, right? So it was a case of saying, let's just try and contain, kill, absorb these guys on mostly him, just stand there by himself, and then these guys on turn 3 onwards. It seemed to work pretty well. Just consolidating the whole
warband.
warband.
Can do that.
Yeah, the quad's great because their regular quad's pretty bad, but Ilthari's quad, the reaping, is really good. It's one of the only 6-inch AoEs in the game that does flat dice damage. The only other one that I can think of, off the top of my head, is the K-Knight Shadowstalkers. They have one as well.
And he's 125. Yeah, but that's the issue with him. He's an elf.
They're all elves.
I can't bring him to my fire slayers. No.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Hey, Druce, all right, Toast, leaving work, going to catch the stream off live. Who was it? Yeah, it was a great one. It's been great so far, man. Thanks for tuning in at work. Yeah, I think Fyreslayers. I think the struggle. I think partially because they're slow.
I wanted to bring the Riverblade hero,
Yeah,
but
for
it doesn't work. Chitaka
maybe.
is probably the closest fit because he's quite cheap, but the Riverblades, which are 200 something, that's a lot for something to bring.
Yeah, and it's very squishy, right? So in this
Yeah.
game, it would have died just as fast as Kixitaka would have, right? Like it would have been the same outcome of getting central, so you get everyone to move and then being blown up by somebody, basically. Which is a shame. I think a lot of the movement support in Order is just so squishy. Like the only other option would be like Calthea Zandaya, right? Which is a bit of a boring pick.
If you would cut the what's his face, the drop the what's his face drop master, and give Kixitaka one more toughness, then on his triple he would be on 5.
That's true. Yeah, he's pretty durable then. Hard to pick off. I don't know, it's tricky. I played the Flame Seekers earlier in the year a lot, and I've really enjoyed them. But I just find that they struggle to get their damage across because they're so slow, and it's a constant hurdle that's difficult to cross for them, because all their options to go faster are not great. They're not hugely ideal, or they're incredibly expensive.
I mean, they are dwarves, right? So
yeah,
you kind of have to accept it and love it in them, right?
Yeah, and I think in this matchup in particular as well, because you're so slow, and your built-in movement trick of blazing impetus to move 3 times, your guys move in quite piecemeal, and in a similar way to how this list dealt with Firelarks, it really was the case of having a choke point somewhere and having this guy just stand there and control the space entirely.
It's really hard to get rid of those big trees.
Because you can't get past them, because that's a huge distance to travel. You'll get engaged at some point. My whole warband's behind him, and he'll kill you. Right? He'll kill most things. And 32 wounds is a big hurdle to get over, especially when he can heal. Because I was tempted to use Onslaught, but it was never needed. So I was like, I'll heal instead, and then, you know, he's over the course of the game, he took, I think, he was knocked down to 22 twice, and he ended up on 25. He healed back up repeatedly on those 2 heals, and he's taken 7 damage, but he also killed like 4 guys, and he could teleport, and he's blocking this massive AoE explosion, right? I don't know. I think the board helped a little bit. The mission with the board helped a bit. The teleport as well. I think one of the scariest things I realized was over here at turn 1, because I didn't immediately click that I could teleport them both. I was like, oh, well, you can come over here and then kill him off, and then I'm going to be like pincered back here by you, and he's just going to die. And that's terrible for me. I was like, well, I can't have that happen, so let's teleport them both, and instead be like, cool, we have a whole warband here, like, come out with.
I was thinking about getting my guys pushed in here, so you would not be able to teleport, and bring those guys from this battle group.
Yeah.
Let's see the deployment, like in here, to try to create some sort of defensive circle. But if I deploy here, not deploy, but if I go in here, You're coming at me with Iltari and those three guys.
The plus side is that because how this mission worked out, that was actually my weaker deployment. Skaith,
Yes,
Ulthari, and stuff is actually pretty weak.
But still, you come in the next turn, and you can teleport the big guys. So I would probably still be around the middle, and you would just pinch me from both sides. So I hoped to push to the middle because my shield was coming from here.
Yeah.
But this guy just moved so quickly that I couldn't really do anything about him.
Yeah, I think as well. Because I was humming and howling a little bit about just like swinging in and killing this Thane. But because you had two guys here as well, though, right? I was like, I could kill the Thane, but then I'm going to get caught by another Thane plus a Runefather and a Kindle Droth and a Scale Breaker. I was like, if he stays like here where he was going to die. And I think that simple disengage to kill Kixitaka and also just get out of range of everybody was huge because it got him into this position where it's like he's now completely blocking off this whole entry path, and he's also
no
safe
point
from damage.
in letting him dying.
Yeah, cause if he was there, I think he would have killed the Thane. Sure, I think he would have been killed shortly afterwards. I don't think he would have survived the game. And that would have been devastating because then all of this is open because nothing else can defend it because we saw that the other hunter died. He took massive damage.
That may be true, but still you buy enough time that I would only be able to maybe come in and hit once the things that were here.
Maybe.
And the Iltari was still like in the back.
Yeah.
This guy was around here probably, and this guy was like in here. So I wouldn't probably be even able to hit them in melee. I would probably have to throw axes.
That's true.
So this guy nonetheless bought enough time that I wasn't really able to do anything about them.
Yeah, a bit of a distraction kind of effects. Yeah.
Yeah, the second and third round with only doubles. Yeah, that was tough because I couldn't kill this guy quick enough. Yeah, and this guy was just safe because of that.
Yeah, they're so honestly, they're so tanky. Like I get a little bit frustrated at their toughness 4. But like 28 wounds and 32 wounds is a substantial wound pool to chew through.
And you easily can give this guy the strength, so he hits guys with 5 toughness easily.
Yeah, like, him has strength 6. He's a menace. Like he's an absolute menace. He just and I think as well. Like one of his like secret strengths that I think gets overlooked is he's crit 6 and not crit 5.
Yeah,
I think that's a huge increase in his actual usability because he's hitting those key wound marks easier. He's hitting like 12 wounds and stuff.
2 crits and that's that.
Yeah, he hits those numbers. Whereas for example, Annihilate a Prime, in so many instances, would have been hitting for 11, and he's not killing things. He's not killing skill breakers. He's not doing. He wouldn't have been able to kill the Thane or the Runefather, in fact, with 3-5. The 3-6 is just a good enough bump to his damage profile that he always performs. I'm tempted to drop the Hunter for a Hunter with Scythe, but if I did that, I can't afford the strength on the Huntmaster, and I don't think that's worth it. I think the sword is good enough as like a blendy piece, just to operate by himself as a secondary tank. I don't think a second Scythe at the expense of the Huntmaster becoming worse is worth it. But I've toyed with the idea though.
What about this guy? Why the Scath, the Huntsman?
Skaith, so he didn't do much this game, although he did kill off like a guy. Yeah, he threatened some damage here and there. It's speed. So in objectives and in treasure missions, the fact that he's movement 8, he's super cheap as well at 160. He's the fastest and most durable movement option in Sylvaneth for his points. So he gets around. He doesn't die too easily because he's got that 22 wounds, and his range attack just nice poke. So he's like a utility pick. He runs around, does what he needs to do. Sometimes he does nothing. Sometimes he'll just chase down your guys. Sometimes he'll do treasures. He's a solid guy. And he can also teleport with the battle trait, which I've done before. So it's like, oh, if there's a treasure somewhere, he'll like run up 16, pick it up, then teleport over here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he's a utility pick. He doesn't always see much use, but he's solid. And his base is quite long, so you can do things like this and like block, make it difficult to get past him. I've used him before as a roadblock because he's got so many wounds. And he's cheap, nice and cheap. I could take a third hunter instead of him, but I think a third hunter would make the list worse. As an all-comer list, I think the list would get worse with a third hunter than having a Skaith.
What about the flying? What's their face? The dragonfly or something?
Yes, yeah, they're super expensive. Is the issue. So I think the cheapest one you can get is 165. So it's more expensive than Skaith and has less wounds and doesn't have a range attack. So it's way more vulnerable. It's faster. It has fly. But
it's quite big, right?
I think maybe. I'm not even sure. I'll spawn it in because I don't actually know.
Yeah, that's 165, and this guy is 160. Yeah, so even 5 points cheaper.
Yeah, Skaith being. Where is it? I just spawned the list again. I did.
Wait, I have him in my hand. Let's. Oh, I can't.
Oh wow, that is a huge base. No, you're right. He's bigger than a hunter. Is that a mega boss size base?
But yeah, that's toughness. It's still the same toughness. He's
solid. He's absolutely solid, but I think he has less impact just because he doesn't have a range attack. He has to do his damage. He has to get into combat, and he's just not good in combat.
Yeah, 3 attacks, 3 strength. That's not great.
Yeah, I think I like him a lot, but I think Skaith's just the more well-rounded pick. It's a wonderful model. Once it loads in, it hasn't fully loaded on my side. But it's a wonderful model. I can see him doing some. I can see people taking them. The only other option, if you want to get super cheap, is to take a Gossamed Archer for 130, movement 10 and fly. The issue with the Gossamed Archer is that they have 10 wounds.
Yeah.
So they just die. They're not good, sadly. They're probably like, because they're so fast for their points, they're probably considered like in an algorithmic sense good for their points, but like in reality they're pretty terrible.
Yeah.
That's a really nice model though. Like a lot the Revenant Seeker.
And for the same cost, you could probably bring more guys from the Scav's warband, which could come in handy as additional bodies. Yeah, there is no point, I think.
Yeah, I think that Skaith has the lion, right? So the movement. Yeah, I could drop, for example, a Spite Revenant or a Tree Revenant and take the lion, who's movement 8, which is quite nice.
Yeah, but it has only 8 wounds, so that's not great. I mean, you could give him wounds, which would make him better, but yeah, that's still 3 toughness.
Yeah.
So he'll die quite easily. Yeah.
Carthane's not too bad either, because Carthane's got the triple to give +1 attack.
Yeah, the fight for profit for the guys that has the range to up to 3 inches.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Like there aren't many good triples in Sylvaneth, and well, in my list at least, I don't have any good ones. This guy can teleport is the only thing I can really do with it. So having a Carthane is not a bad idea because Carthane will just give us a way of making everybody better at killing things.
But wait, why these 3 inches? Because will it? No, it will only works for what? For the attacks that has 3 inches. But are there range attacks, or that's for the?
So it's specifically to not. So it's
No,
worded
right? Range
specifically
characteristic of 3.
or less.
So
So
will it works for mages? No, I'm not sure.
No, because they've got So it's basically been designed so it can't help range attacks. It's purely a melee based one.
Yeah, but for Sylvaneth, the max range on melee is 2.
Yep, I don't know. Bizarrely worded, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's weird because Carthane, despite being in Skaith's warband, can't buff Skaith, can't buff the archer in Skaith's warband either. So half the warband doesn't gain a benefit from Carthane at all, which is a bit silly.
Yeah.
But hey ho.
That's strange.
Yeah. But I think as well, Anslane, the archer that I had, has always been worth taking. For 65 points, I think she got 1 hit and 3 crits over the course of the game, then died.
Yeah.
But that's 13 damage dished out. She took 3 or 4 hits to kill and distracted people long enough that other things could do things. She's always just performed well.
I believe that you somehow put some adhesive on this base so she didn't fall from this tree.
Well, she is a tree. She can't fall from trees. She melds into it. I'm amazed you could see her because she's so stealthy. She blends in so perfectly with her surroundings.
And she eats peanuts while doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Alex, if we have time, I have a list I'm running this weekend. I wouldn't mind having you all look at it and tweak. Yeah, man. Hide it in chat and I'll have a gander at
it. Should I hop out, right?
Yes, can do. Yeah. That was a fantastic game, as always, Grumpy. And I'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice one. I'll keep lurking in the YouTube video, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a nice one. Cheers.
You too, man. Catch you in a bit. Right, let's get back over to Warcry, right? Bish bash bosh. That should work in theory. Just waiting for it to appear on the stream screen, showing that we're back in Warcry Central. Come on, there we go. Beautiful. We're back in Warcry. Yeah, Alex, if you hide that into the chat, I'll have a gander at your list because we've had the Battering. We've had a good old Battering. We have to catch up with the Nattering. Let's have a look as well. Earlier up, the Shadowstalker one needs to damage itself. Okay, let's have a look at the Shadowstalker ones for the. I assume that's with the in reference to the big old AOE thing. Why can't I find? Why am I blind to Shadowstalkers? There you go. K-Knight Shadowstalkers. I love Shadowstalkers. I wish they were good. Is my one thing. But I enjoy them thoroughly. Ensnaring Darkness. Either allocate a number of damage points equal to the value of this ability to all enemy fighters within 3 inches, or do 3 to yourself and do it within 6. That's an amazing ability. Like, Ensnaring Darkness is absolutely outstanding. because it's the reaping, right? You hit yourself to get it really big, but it's the reaping, but with no failure. It just explodes, you take the damage. That has so much just like... It's one of those game-changing quads, right? Because K-Knight Shadowstalkers are moving 6. Yeah, moving 6. So she has a 12-inch movement range, and they can explode for 6 in another 6. That's like an 18-inch threat range on this explosion. It's wild. That's insane. Get to anywhere on the board and go kaboom. Like, the only thing that holds it back is that the Shroud Queen is 210 points, which is very expensive. And I don't know, like the Shroud Queen, like, I'm never disappointed with the Shroud Queen when I run her, because 5425 and 4424 are different ranges, movement 6, big boomer explosion, which is a great piece. Within the context of the Shadow Blades, I do wish that they would adjust the points finally of the bloody Slaughter Shades, because currently the only things worth fucking taking are the bloody crossbows, right? But the Slaughter Shades aren't too shabby in theory, if they get their points reined in to like 100, right? Bring them to 100, have a good time with them, right? That'd be great. And then you've at least then got some competition with the Dark Flame Warlocks. Their chaff are fine. I think you would struggle to pull their chaff down just because they've got crit 4 and movement bloody 6. They're very nimble. But yeah. Oh, Alex, here we go. Let's jump into Seraphon and have a wee gander. Saurus Scar Veteran on Cold One. Let's have a look. I love this guy. This is like one of my favorite guys. He's so much fun. A Swarm Sage. Okay, so we need a Saurus Knight before we get the Swarm Stage. Saurus Knight. It's a comically large bloody unit selection. Saurus Knight with War Spear. 3 clubs. Bap, bap, bap. Otterpaddle and Talk. Bonk, bonk. And then we have a Swarm Sage. Swarm Sage. I can see the combo already. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the theoretical combo already. Okay. Ziggy, I'm working on building my first Chaos list. I had a Centurion Marshal very early on and would like to finally use it. I have Scions of the Flame and Horns of Ashut. Does he fit well into either? Theoretically, yes. He probably would. I will have a ponder on that whilst I ponder Alex's list. Alex, I like this list a lot in theory. I absolutely love any Seraphon list that says no to Kroxago. I don't like Kroxago. I think they are too slow for what they bring to the table, and you can get better things in, for example, the Saurus Scar Veterans and the Saurus Knights. I love these guys. These two guys, the Veteran on Cold One and the Knight with War Spear, are outstanding. They are fast. They have good threat range. They are ideal tearing bite targets, and they're durable, right? Like, you know, for 165, we were just talking about Skaith, right? Skaith the Huntsman is 160, nice and fast. T4, wounds 20, right? It's a nice profile to have, especially when you can also have a free movement as well on these guys, so they're mounted, but you can jump over terrain. It's like a pseudo charge, ignore terrain sort of thing. It's wonderful. They gain fly. It's great. So I absolutely love these. Having 3 club warriors, also great. It means you've got a nice solid backline of durable mid-rangey chaffy stuff that can swing way, way above their... What's it called? Way above their weight, right? They are with Tearing Bite, these are, again, 4 attacks is just so good. You can just bite through anything. I've had a 35 wound Celestial Dracoline character get killed by a Saurus Warrior, I believe it was. Just biting him to death, and that was hilarious. And of course, Autopattle and Talk are just great. The 1-5 crit and the 1-4 crit at 12 inches is hilarious. They're nice and fast as well. This has loads of speed, right? Moving 7, moving 6, and then 2 more moving 6 and skinks. Massively fast. You can get around with it and do. You can fight things, you can kill things. And I assume the Swarm Sage is here to give her big old attack buff. Devour Infection. As I imagine the plan is to get a good old triple, drop Devour Infection, buff someone's attacks up to silly levels, and then Tearing Bite and blow something up. Like the potential of like a 10 attack Saurus Scar veteran on Cold One with Tearing Bite. It's hilarious, right? That's a fun combo. And of course the Swarm Sage is great by itself, right? Like 4-4-2-5 at range 3 is great. Strength 4, range attack, Wizard Bolt, great. 22 wounds, great. I forgot what it's called now. Voracious Swarm for the 12-inch range chip damage attack, excellent. Really solid pick. I would like to see more Swarm Sages in more lists, frankly. I think this is a solid list. If I was to tweak it, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I can see what you're going for with the list. I assume that's what you're going for. I'm making a big assumption there. But I assume you're going for the Swarm Sage buff combo to do a big old thing. The only concern I would have is that you would need 2 triples to really pull it off, and that's quite difficult to do. Without, like, is it Destiny to give you +1 wild dice at the start of the game? That might help with that sort of like dice economy. And as per usual, I always think when it comes to wizard support is it better than just taking Kixie Taka? And Kixie Taka is a good shout, honestly, just for the movement. Increased toughness, your whole warband goes to toughness 5. Apart from, of course, the veteran who goes to toughness 6. You'll get faster, so they'll go moving 5 or moving 7 or moving 8. So you go a bit faster, but Kixie Taka is also a bit boring, let's be fair. And I'm a huge fan of gimmicks. And the Swarm Sage Tearing Bite gimmick that's something I love. I love. So I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. Yes, and of course, how could I forget? Explosion of Thorns for chaff bombing. Of course. Swarm Sage is great for that as well, of course. And even just for the flat damage, right? So if something's been reduced to low wounds, right, like 1, 2, 3 wounds, running that Swarm Sage, like sprinting the 8 inches and going kaboom, right, is also wonderful. Grumpy Guard, no Crowjacks, that is a sin. I love Crowjacks. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the competitive meta, right? I know I've got a channel that like talks somewhat about competitive stuff. I don't really care what other people take. I'm not hugely interested in the meta. As player things I like to play with is the be all and end all of my thoughts on that. As I don't know if Crowjacks has become meta or not. I know that people were really negative on Crowjacks, but I actually legitimately love Crowjacks. I think he's better than as a melee beat stick. I think Crowjacks is legitimately the best thing you can do in Seraphon. He's better than I think he's better than any of the characters you can take for melee. I think he's better than Croxigo, frankly, because he's got access to kill and go again. And taking Sokar or Rotak, like, these aren't too bad mid-range fighters. He becomes immortal. Stan, yeah, one of them. You get to go, right? I love Crojax. He's a fun guy. He's a fun guy. But yeah, Alex, legit, this is actually a really fun list. I wouldn't change anything, frankly. I love the Saurus Scar Veterans. I imagine, again, going off a big assumption, I assume you're giving +1 strength to the Swarm Sage. Although you've got 25, you could also give +1 strength to the Scar Veteran, maybe, I guess. How are you spending those blessings? Just because you've got a fair few options with them, frankly. And a bunch would be good, right? Like strength on anyone's pretty good. Wounds even wouldn't be too shabby. Like wounds on the War Spear, and then crit on the melee of the Swarm Sage. If I drop Tok for a skink, I have the 40 needed for Destiny. That might not be a bad idea. If the blessings you are taking weren't hugely impactful, taking the Clutch Destiny, because not many people take Destiny. It's like one of the like that, and is it the God? What's it called now? The reaction one. Spite. Spite and Destiny are like so uncommon. One, Destiny's a bit of a flex play to bring a Destiny, and two, it legitimately helps the list. It gives you weight. It gives you the ability to, on like turn 2 onwards, if you get a 2 doubles, you can make 2 triples and still have dice left over if you've been banking and stuff to make another double or take initiative. It gives you a lot of leeway just to push out that double triple turn, and nothing can like, nothing will save you from having 2 low triples, sadly. That's the two weaknesses would be the two weaknesses would be having not enough dice to get 2 triples off, or having the dice to get 2 triples off but they're both low value. That would be nightmarish. It'd be funny though. Take the Inspiring Presence one, then use Inspiring Presence during the game. I once took I had 10 points left over in a Will to Core Hunters list. I can't remember what the list is now, and the points have changed since then as well, because the crossbows got more expensive. So I took a Will to Core Hunter list and I had dogs, and I had 10 points left over, and I gave a random dog heroism, and it actually came in clutch. The dog did an Inspiring Presence in the game, and actually chain reacted in a way that won the game. So heroism is also occasionally clutch, which I quite enjoy. But Ziggy, the Centaurian Marshal. Let's get this guy up, because you don't see this guy very often, sadly. Because he's expensive. Guy's 295 points. He's very expensive, but he ain't too shabby. The goodest boy, well trained in law. Definitely. So the Centaurian Marshal's great. Like, he's good. I think his biggest issue is that the other allies in Chaos are cheaper and do more damage, but the Marshal isn't just about the damage. He's about speed. Right, this guy's incredibly fast at movement 10. He's durable, 35 wounds. He's got a range 3 on that spear, which is quite nice. He's like a 13-inch threat range, which is kind of insane, right? I think his biggest downside is his base size. If I recall correctly, this guy's base is ginormous. Like, I think it's not oval. I think it's a massive circle. Because I've got one, but I haven't used one in a while. I think it's just a big circle. It's larger than a mega boss. Possibly larger than a slan. So He's huge, and he is mounted, so the terrain will be an issue. It's round. So, yeah, round might be an issue. Yeah, I'll Google it. Let's quickly drop the Google in here. Centurion Marshall base size. It's an 80mm round base. Megaboss base size. Jesus Christ! Yeah, this guy's on an 80mm base, which is, from what I just looked up, is twice the size of a Megaboss. I think that's bigger or on par with some monsters. Right, this guy's base is humongous. Alex, for real, thank you, dude. Anytime. So that's his one downside, is that he is mounted, so he can't climb terrain that's not low terrain, due to the silly mounted rules, and he's also on a base the size of the board, but it also means he has a humongous presence. He's like a dank old Trogoth. That's hilarious. That's huge. Because his base is so large, and he's got a 3-inch bubble of I can stab you with a fucking spear, right? That he just kind of vibes. He controls a massive chunk of space, and if you can get some clean movement lanes, he can get around. With that movement 10, he's very, very fast. And because he's also on a round base, so with for example, the Mindstealer Sphere ranks, which I think is his biggest competition, that's on an oval. And the oval lets it get through gaps easier, but it's also got to spend movement to rotate, right? Which is, not ideal. But the Marshal, reaction-wise, I love this reaction. Just because it's silly. It's the standard strike them down, but more reliable. Getting a kill with Cruel Strike is it's the best time. Like, reacting with Cruel Strike to maybe do some damage on a 300-point model it's one of the biggest flexes. And it's great when it actually works. So one of his biggest draws to me is the net as well. So double Marshal's net, fantastic. It's a standard on a 3+ net, which is always, that gives me just absolute rage because it never goes off for me. But it means you've got kill, you've got tank, you've got speed, you have support, always good. Trampling charge for flat damage, always a fan of that. And this quad is just fun. It's just Rampage. It's worse than Rampage in some cases, but like potentially much better than Rampage in many others. Stabbing a guy, then dragging them in, then clapping them again with your big old club, hilarious. It's great. Like, he's one of the only guys who can get four attack actions off in one activation. Hilarious. So yeah, he's good. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. A bit expensive, a bit clunky, but completely fine. So you had Signs of the Flame. So one of the biggest issues is really his points. He's so expensive, he's difficult to squeeze in. But thankfully, Signs of the Flame don't give a shit. Thematic quads are the best kind of quad. So Signs of the Flame are one of the best to take because they have a really good warband like base. So you've got like the Blazing Lord, who's a 4-5-2-6. Guy's a legend, right? These guys can buff their strength up. Like 2-6 is my favorite profile in the game. Can't get enough of it. Guy will spike and kill things, or he won't. There is no in between. Inferno Priest, always a good pick because she has a quad as well, with Engulfing Flames, which is just pick a guy, set them on fire, and then just keep on rolling dice till they die. That's all it is. It's so much fun to do. Again, I think I see this a lot in a lot of my videos on lesser used warbands, but I think it is true, right? I think lesser used warbands have some of the funnest quads. Maybe not the best quads, but the funnest quads. And I think Engulfing Flames is definitely up there as just a really fun quad. and reason enough to take an Inferno Priest. Plus 3/3/2/4 is just not a bad range attack, and she's got 15 wounds. She's not too expensive. You can always take an Inferno Priest. It's a fun time. And then, realistically, you have a bunch of chaff that are really cheap with range 3. that's all you need. So the Initiate with Morningstar is like one of the best chaff. I would say one up there as like a top tier chaff model, because they've got 10 wounds, which is durable. They've got movement 4, which is average, but they've got crit 4 on a range 3 attack piece. They can stay safe, fling their flails around, and just bap things for days. Always a good time. And theoretically, you could take 5. That was 5. Like 5 of them. You just take 5 of them. And that's kind of like your list. I think this would be like fairly competitive. I would like more toys than this though, so let's like drop like one of those guys. What, 125 points? Can we fit in an Immolator at any point? I don't think so. Would struggle with the Immolator. Take a Fireborn though. Take a Fireborn. Take a second Inferno Priest. Okay, so Fireborn. We've got 3 options of Fireborn. We've got the 4/4/2/4 with Pot for the Firebomb. We have the 4/4/2/4 without Firebomb, and we have the 4/3/2/5 who makes me sad. Let's go with... Okay. I think this is the list. Maybe. A list I would consider. So if you didn't want to just take a bunch of flails, and you want to have like a little bit more spice and take a Fireborn, then Fireborn, and then I would probably put +1 strength on the Inferno Priest's range attack. So that 3/4/2/4 is still really solid range attack. You don't need strength on anything with melee because of your double. The other option would be to not take the Fireborn and just take more of these guys. Take another one of those guys. You now have 70 points left over. I put +1 attack, maybe, on the Centaurian Marshal. I would be tempted to put it on the club because the club is a better profile. But if you want maximum quad impact, you need to get a crit with the spear to trigger the second half of the quad, which means more attacks on the spear works with the quad better. So if you want to be like thematically quad maxing, then +1 attack on the Centaurian Marshal's spear would be the way to go for that one, maybe. You have 30 points left over, and might be a case of slapping on like +1 damage on the Blazing Lord, or +1 attack on the Blazing Lord, in fact. So he's like a 5/5/2/6, and that's probably my favorite profile. 5 attacks, 2/6 damage is my favorite profile in the game. So +1 attack on the Blazing Lord, +1 attack on the spear for the memes on the Centaurian Marshal. You'll have 5 points left over, which means if you ever lose the game, you can always just say, well, I wasn't playing at 1,000 points, and take the moral high ground that you weren't playing at maximum capacity. So that's what I would do. And this list is probably fine in a casual league sort of setting. The Marshal is just a really big piece, right? He's smashy, he's durable, he's got a net. You've got some fun quads, you've got some fun damage. But it boils down to the Inferno Priest, the Blazing Lord, and the Marshal are the only things that are going to be doing much. The chap would be like just dancing around and maybe getting a few crits off. That's really all they can do. That's what I would do. If I was to go with Horns of a Shut was the other option, right? I think Horns of a Shut were another great option for this. Because Horns of a Shut have some really good pieces. The blessing of plausible deniability. Cost whatever. Yes, exactly. That's how it works. As a horns of a shut, you get the benefit of a cheaper leader, which is always nice. You also have the benefit of super cheap shatterers, which is top-notch stuff. Can you fit 2 flame hurlers? You can. Can you get a good list with that, though? You absolutely can. We've got the list, boys. We're there. We've achieved. Okay. So I think this list is probably better because you have 2 flame hurlers, and flame hurlers are stupidly good. So you've got the Biden. Oh, you wouldn't take a Biden. Bah. You take the heavy flail. You ain't taking a Biden here. Get out of here. So heavy flail, Marshall, 2 flame hurlers, 4 shatterers, 8 man, 20 points left over. I'm 1 boxing, so I got 3 shatterers versus 2 of the other chaff. Ooh. Okay. That's tricky. That's tricky. Okay, so in that case, if you're 1 boxing, you can't take 2 flame hurlers. This makes it easier. So you got 3 shatterers. We can now squeeze in like a ruinator. We can't fit in demolishers, so we don't hit the ruinator. 1 box, you get 4 demolishers, 1 shield. So let's go shield and a demolisher with crushing weapons. There we go. We've done it. We got there in the end. So if you're 1 boxing with the Centaurian Marshal, you take the heavy flail on the alpha, flame hurler because flame hurler is hilarious, a shield because toughness 5 is always good, crushing weapons because it's funny. I would probably give for blessings as well +1 crit on the alpha. The reason for that is that merciless cruelty is just a really good ability. So having more crits is always good. Having more crit on a guy who is, durable is even better. Crushing weapons for a bit of blendy blend, and some shatterers for a good time. So in a 1 box scenario, this would be ideal. And then if we go back to the Sounds of the Flame with the new knowledge, Scions of the Flame, with fresh knowledge of 1 box. Horns of a Shut are just good. Right? That's the thing. Horns of a Shut are up there in like A tier, despite being nerfed relentlessly in early Warcry 2. They still maintain their dominance, which is hilarious. So we have this priest. So what do we get? So we get only 1 Morning Star. That's cheeky. So we take the Morning Star. We take the Brazier weapon because it's cool. We need 3 more guys. Ideally. Which is going to be a struggle. Simply because our only options are expensive. So you only get 2 chaff. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's wild. So you got 2 Fireborn options. So a Fireborn and then Fireborn with fancy shit. Fireborn. Okay, so this list, look online, I don't think this list is anywhere near as good as the Horns of a Shut list. It's more interesting than the 4 or 5 Morning Star Signs of the Flame, but when I say interesting, you just got some more Fireborn, who are kind of fine. If I was going to take a list, I would be taking the Horns of a Shut. Flame Hell is too good. The Ruinator Alpha is great, and you get 2 of those demolishers. That would be my take. Speaking of, how messed up would it be if the Slave Shut army got a better flamer than the actual Chaos Dwarfs? That would be really funny. I would that, right? My concern is that the thieving spawn does Marsh have a horned helmet? He does. He fits in perfect. Everyone's got a horned helmet. It's perfect. My concern is that if they got lazy, and just gave engulfing flames of dark artifice to Chaos Dwarfs, it would kind of suck. But surely they would want to sort of like make the flame as. Would they want it to be similar? Like make the flamer similar so there's like thematic cohesion, or would they want it completely different so there's like no. I don't know. Because for me, like, I find that the Horns of a Shut Flamer is absolutely bonkers because its actual stats don't reflect the Flamer, right? It's a 3-shot, massively high strength, high crit, low damage weapon. But it's got low shots. It doesn't have like a high volume. You'd think a flamethrower would have high volume. When I think flamethrower, I think Caradon Overlords because they have the Aether Chemist, I think it's called. Yeah, here we go. This is a flamer, right? 6413, that's a flamer. 3515 is not a flamer profile to me. That's just, it doesn't sit well. So I hope that if the flamers in Chaos Dwarfs have this kind of profile, or take inspiration from high volume and not like low volume, high strength, but massive crit. It's kind of weird. It's the weirdest aspect of Horns of a Shut is their flamer doesn't make sense to me from a profile perspective. The actual ability though, the ability is the most flameriest thing ever, but the actual stats are weird. Thanks Toasty. No, anytime Ziggy. Nets and Spears. Imagine someone missing with a flamethrower. Exactly. In 40k, you can't miss with a flamethrower. It's not possible. It auto hits. You might not wound with it, but everything auto hits. So, if only Warcry had the balls to have auto hitting flamethrowers. the horror, the true horror. But yeah, I think I'll call it there. I had a game, had a good old natter. But I'm going to call it early today because I have a bit of a starting headache. So I'm going to take some painkillers and have an early night. That's my go-to for tonight. But thank you to everybody who popped by. Thank you to everybody who threw in list ideas to have a little gander at, have a little natter about. And a huge thank you to Grumpy Guard, of course, for the wonderful game. You know, it was awesome playing against Vulcan Flameseekers. And as always, it was great to get those Seraphon on the board and get a little bit of practice for Warcries in the West, because at some point I do need to build those guys and actually play with them a bit more so I can get my route to victory locked down. But until next time, everybody, thanks for joining in and watching the stream. I will catch you all next week. And if you're interested in Malifaux, if you've got the rare crossover of you like Malifaux and Warcry simultaneously like myself, there's a Malifaux video coming up next week, so enjoy that as well. Thanks Ziggy. I'm having a big old sleep with some drugs. Be fine. Painkillers though, nothing illegal. But, yeah, I'll catch you all. Lazy with Warcry? No. I'll catch you all in a bit, man. Ta-ra.